Good afternoon, everybody. Today is Saturday. I'm sorry, November 13, 2021. Okay, so we're gonna start our class by first making a little review about the previous class. Okay, we know that we were talking about how to write a day, cómo escribir fecha, ¿verdad? In inglés. But first, we're gonna have a little summary because remember that we have, for example, here. First, we were talking about the months of the years, okay, o meses del año, that it's important when you are going to write a day. We have to recognize the months of the year, also the days of the week, and how to write the day, okay? So we got, for example, months of the year: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. Okay, so then next we have the days of the week. Okay, the days of the week that they are Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Then later we were talking about the seasons of the year that we don't write it down the day by using the seasons, but remember that if we are talking about a period of time or dates, it is important to know also the season of the year, okay? So that's why we were talking about the season that we have, for example, autumn, otoño, winter, invierno, okay, spring, primavera, and summer, verano. Okay, here one important thing about the autumn is that in the United States, they have the 4 seasons, okay? In Panama, we have only 2 seasons. In Panama, we have the winter and the summer, okay? But in the United States, they have autumn, otoño, that is from August to December, okay? Right now, in the north, they are in autumn, okay? They are almost in winter. Winter is from December to April, okay? Winter. Then they have the spring, okay? Spring. That the spring is from April to June, okay? To June. And then they have the summer that is from June to August. From June to August, okay? So as we said, okay, before, for writing the dates, we have to first we have to write the month, okay, the month in American English, okay. We have to write the month, then the day and date, and then the year, okay. For example, we got September 14, 1971. Okay, in British English, we write it down the day before. So we say the 14th of September, 1971. Okay, that is opposite to what we do in American English. Okay, but to write down the date, it is important that we know that we have to write the days in ordinal numbers. Okay, the days. Okay, for example, we say first, okay, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 20, 21st, 31st, okay, until the 31st days that have a month, okay. That's why, as I said before, it is important to know the months, because when we are going to write it down a date, we have to know the days of the week and the months of the year, okay. Then we got here first that the most important when you want to write a day is that you have in the top, you have to write it down in first, ST, 21st, ST, and 31st, ST, 3 times, okay? So we write the ST. Then, in second, we add ND. At the top, we got ND. And then 22nd, ND2, okay? Because they end in ND, like the first case in first, it ends in ST. So that's why we write it down ST, first, 21st, ST, and 31st, ST. The same happened with second. Second ends in ND, That's why we write it down second, and in the top we got ND, 22nd ND. Third, the same happened. Third ends in RD, so that's why we write it down 23rd RD, okay? And then the rest is going to stay in the same form as TH, 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 okay? 4, 5, 6, there. All the other numbers, they have only to write TH, 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 okay? So the scenes only happens in ST, in first, second, ND, and third RD, okay? Then, the one important thing about the months is that when we write a day, we have to write the months in capital letter, okay? I mean, the first letter is going to be capital, okay? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. All of them, the first letter in capital, okay? As you see, in capital, capital J, capital F, capital M, capital A, capital N, capital J, capital A, capital S, capital O, capital N, capital D. Okay. Also, when you write a day, you say, for example, 19 half and a half, 1984. Okay. We were talking also about the daily routines. Okay. And what are the daily routines? Daily routines are those that we do every day, okay? Daily routine, rutina diaria, okay? So, for example, the first daily routine that we do is that we get up, okay? For example, then we are going to join the daily routines that they are some phrases with the time of the day, okay? So, for example, you say, I get up at 7 a.m. I get up at 7 a.m. Then I take a shower at 7:10. Then I get dressed at 7:30. Then I have breakfast at 7:45. Then I go to work at 7:50. Then I start work at 8. Then I have lunch at 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Then I finish work at 4 p.m. I arrive home at 5 p.m. I have dinner at 6 p.m. Then I watch TV at 7 p.m. and I go to bed at 9 p.m. Okay, so this is the daily routines that we almost all people do every day. Okay, and it is important to know those phrases because we can. It's a way of communication, and those are phrases that we are going to use almost every day. Okay. So now our first topic, okay, today's topic is about, okay, the past continuous, okay? Remember that we were talking about the present continuous. Now we are going to talk about the past continuous, okay? Past continuous form, okay? Is this one, the past continuous form, okay? What is the past continuous? The past continuous is the same as when we say the present continuous, but this is in past, okay? In past, pasado continuo. Then we were talking before about the present continuous. Right now, we are going to talk about the past continuous form, okay? So we got, for example, affirmative. We got the affirmative form. Affirmative. She was cooking all the morning. She was cooking all the morning, okay? This is the affirmative form. Okay, we use in the affirmative form, we use was or were, but it up to the pronoun, okay? And this is one thing that I'm going to explain later, okay? But first, I want you to be clear that when we say affirmative, is that we use was or were, okay? She was cooking all the morning. If it were I was cooking all the morning. We were cooking all the morning. They were cooking all the morning. You were cooking all the morning, and so on, okay? Negative. In the negative form, it's the same. The only thing that is going to change is that we add not after Was or were. For example, we have she was not sleeping when he came home. She was not sleeping when he came home. Okay? Or we were not sleeping when he came home. Or they were not sleeping when he came home. Also, we got the interrogative form. The interrogative form where we are going to ask question, okay? And then in the interrogative form, we got at the end, we got the question mark, Okay, we got, for example, was she sleeping when he came home? Or were you sleeping when he came home? Or were they sleeping when he came home? Okay. So we got in Spanish, cómo y cuándo se usa el past continuous, okay? We got the rules in Spanish, okay? Cómo y cuándo se utiliza el past continuous. Number one, expresar acciones o estados que estaban llevándose a cabo en el pasado, cuando otra acción o estado la interrumpe o refuerza. Por ejemplo, I was walking when I saw an eagle. Dice, yo estaba caminando cuando vi un águila. This is past continuous. Remember, I was walking when I saw an eagle. Yo estaba caminando cuando vi un águila. Number two, ofrecer contexto, es decir, dar información sobre hechos o situaciones en un tiempo específico. Dice, last year I was studying for the exams. El año pasado estaba estudiando para los exámenes. Last year, el año pasado. ¿Ok? ¿Ok? Last year, el año pasado. Eso es, dice, ofrecer contexto, es decir, dar información sobre hechos o situaciones en un tiempo específico. ¿Cuándo fue el tiempo específico? Last year, el año pasado. ¿Ok? Number three, mencionar dos o más acciones del pasado que sucedieron al mismo tiempo. For example, while my son was playing video games, I was sleeping in his bedroom. Dice, mientras mi hijo estaba jugando videojuegos, yo estaba durmiendo en su recámara. Okay, here, if we see, the rule says that mencionar dos o más situaciones del pasado que sucedieron al mismo tiempo. Okay, my son was playing video game, and at the same time I was sleeping. So those are two situations that happen at the same time. Okay, and then we got formas del pasado continuo en inglés. Okay, we got afirmativo. Okay, in English we have affirmative, negative, and interrogative. So the affirmative form, okay, for example, we got sujeto, proverbio auxiliar, proverbio en gerundio, ing, con más complemento. For example, you say, your dog was playing. Here, the most important is that we use was and the verb in ing. Okay, aquí lo más importante es el verbo. Por ejemplo, usted dice, your dog, tu perro estaba jugando con sus juguetes cuando llegué. ¿Ya? Was playing. Okay. Negative. I was not studying here physics at that time. Dice, I was not studying physics at that time. No estaba estudiando física en aquel entonces. Okay, here, the negative form, we are just going to write not after the verb, okay? Solamente agregamos el not después del verbo. I was not studying physics at that time. Yo no estaba estudiando física en aquel entonces. Interrogative form, forma interrogativa. Were you eating candies when I entered the room? Dice, ¿estabas comiendo dulces cuando entré al cuarto? Okay. What happened here? We change the position of the verb. Okay. Where is going to be at the beginning? And then also we have the interrogative form. Okay. Okay. So we got here the first one. We got affirmative, negative, interrogative. Then we got affirmative, the first affirmative. Maybe we say I was playing soccer. I was playing soccer. You, she was playing soccer. He was playing soccer. It was playing soccer. You were playing soccer. We were playing soccer. And they were playing soccer. Okay, one important thing about this affirmative form, that is the first one, okay, is that we have to take into account, okay, that we use, let me change this into English, okay, that we use I was, we use the was, we use was with I, with he, with she, and with it, okay? We use was. And then, in the other cases, for example, you, we use were, we use were, we use were in we were, and we use were in they were. But it's the same. Okay, what happened? For example, you say, I was playing soccer, yo estaba jugando fútbol. She was playing soccer, ella estaba jugando fútbol. He was playing soccer, él estaba jugando fútbol. He was playing soccer, eso estaba jugando fútbol. You were playing soccer, tú o también puede ser ustedes estaban jugando fútbol. We were playing soccer, nosotros estábamos jugando fútbol. They were playing soccer, ellos estaban jugando fútbol. Okay, so this is the affirmative form. Esta es la forma afirmativa in past. Then we got the negative form. Entonces ahora tenemos la forma negativa. Okay. So how's the negative form? The negative form, in the negative form, we have to just write the negative, okay? Negative, okay? As it said, we have the negative. And then it is easy because we just add not after the verb, and then we got the negative form, okay? Then you are going to see this right now, okay? You're going to see it right now. Okay, we have I was not playing soccer. He was not playing soccer. He was not playing soccer, okay? Let me write here. It's the same. The only thing that happened, it was not playing soccer, is that we add not, okay? We add not. And the same happened when we got, for example, the case of this one. You were playing We were playing soccer. We were playing soccer. Interrogative, the negative form, sorry. The negative form, we just add the not. Okay, so then we say you were not playing soccer. We were not playing soccer. They were not playing soccer. Okay, so we add just not after was. I was not playing soccer. She was not playing soccer. He was not playing soccer. It was not playing soccer. You were not playing soccer. We were not playing soccer, and they were not playing soccer. Then we got the interrogative form. The interrogative form that we have. Okay. Very easy. Very easy. In the interrogative form, we only write the form of the verb first. For example, you say, was I playing soccer? Was I playing soccer? Was she playing soccer? Was he playing soccer? Was it playing soccer? Okay, if you see here, we write it down first. The verb was, and then was, okay? And the rest of the sentence, the pronoun is later, okay? It's opposite. Instead of being at the beginning, the pronoun is going to be after the was, the verb, okay? And at the end, we got the interrogative form, the question mark, for making the question. The same happen here. The same happen here. But the only difference here is that we use, instead of was, we are going to use were, okay? So we got then, were you playing soccer? Were we playing soccer? Were they playing soccer? But it's the same. The only thing that changed is the same that happened, that we change the verb, the position of the verb first, and then the pronoun is going to be later, okay? The pronoun later, okay? So we got here the affirmative form. I was playing soccer, yo estaba jugando fútbol. She was playing soccer, ella estaba jugando fútbol. He was playing soccer, él estaba jugando fútbol. He was playing soccer, esto estaba jugando fútbol. You were playing soccer, tú estabas jugando fútbol. We were playing soccer, nosotros estábamos jugando fútbol. And they were playing soccer. Y ellos estaban jugando fútbol. The negative form, I was not playing soccer, yo no estaba jugando fútbol. He was not playing soccer, ella no estaba jugando fútbol. He was not playing soccer, él no estaba jugando fútbol. It was not playing soccer, eso no estaba jugando fútbol. You were not playing soccer, tú no estabas jugando fútbol. We were not playing soccer, nosotros no estábamos jugando fútbol. They were not playing soccer, ellos no estaban jugando fútbol. And the interrogative form, as we said, we change the position of the verb is going to be first, and then we say, was I playing soccer? ¿Estaba yo jugando fútbol? And at the end, the question mark, y al final, el signo de pregunta. Was she playing soccer? ¿Estaba ella jugando fútbol? Was he playing soccer? ¿Estaba jugando fútbol? Was it playing soccer? ¿Estaba tú jugando fútbol? Were you playing soccer? ¿Estabas tú jugando fútbol? Were we playing soccer? ¿Estaban nosotros jugando fútbol? Were they playing soccer? ¿Estaban ellos jugando fútbol? Okay, so that's the interrogative form. Okay, we change the position. Okay, and then we have the form of the past continuous. Okay, así que esta es la forma del pasado continuo. Lo mismo. The only difference that we use was, were, was, were, okay? So we got here the past continuous structure. I was reading, you were reading, he was, this is affirmative. He was reading, she was reading, it was reading, we were reading, you were reading, they were reading. The negative, I was not reading, you were not reading, he was not reading, she was not reading, it was not reading, we were not reading, you were not reading, and they were not reading. This, what you see, is a contraction. Esta es una contracción, pero en realidad es was not or were not, okay? The interrogative form. Was I reading? Were you reading? Was he reading? Was she reading? Was he reading? Was it reading? Were we reading? Were you reading? Were they reading? Okay. This is the interrogative form, okay? Then, for making it easy, okay, fill in the blank below to complete the sentence and uses the word in the boxes, okay? In the above box, okay? We got, for example, if we know that this is a question mark, because of the question mark, then we have to see. And this is were they watching TV at night? Dice, ¿estaban ellos viendo televisión en la noche? No, they were not. No, dice, no, ellos no estaban viendo tele, ¿verdad? No, they were not. We, cuando es we, es were. We were eating lunch, nosotros estábamos almorzando in the cafeteria at noon. Then another question, otra pregunta dice, if I see you, si veo you, ya sería were, ¿verdad? Were you talking on the phone a few minutes ago? No, dice, I were not. No, yo no. O sea, yo no estaba hablando, ¿verdad? No, I were not. I was walking. Yo estaba caminando. I was walking home when I saw the car accident. Cuando vi el accidente. Dice, my classmate and I, when we have the classmate, my classmate and I, cuando estamos hablando de mi compañero y yo, it's like we say nosotros, ¿verdad? O sea, we. Entonces sería, my classmate and I were studying together at the library. Mi compañero y yo estábamos estudiando juntos en la biblioteca. While he was cleaning the house, we were cooking. Maybe you say, why do we have here was and why do we have here were? Tal vez te dirá, pero ¿por qué aquí es was y acá es were? Bueno, porque nosotros decimos, mientras él estaba limpiando la casa, nosotros estábamos cocinando. Remember that si usamos he es was, si usamos we es were, ¿verdad? What? Una pregunta. What were you doing at 1 o'clock? ¿Qué estabas haciendo a la 1 en punto? Dice. What were you doing at 1 o'clock? ¿Qué estaba haciendo a la 1? A la 1 en punto. I was, yo estaba durmiendo. I was sleeping, dice, yo estaba durmiendo. The car engine was not working, so I had to feed it. Dice, el motor del carro no estaba funcionando, así que tuve que arreglarlo. The car engine was not working. Dice, el motor no estaba funcionando, así que tuve que arreglarlo. Then we got another question. Tenemos otra pregunta aquí. Were you listening? Were you listening to the teacher? Yes, I was. Dice, sí, yo estaba escuchando al maestro. Yes, I was. Sí, yo estaba. At 7 o'clock, Mr. Smith was robbing the bank. Steven was doing his homework. He was playing with his friend. Steven estaba haciendo su... Was not. Steven was not. Steven no estaba haciendo su tarea. He was playing with his friend. Él estaba jugando con sus amigos. It was raining. It was raining. Estuvo lloviendo toda la noche, so I took my umbrella. Así que llevé mi paraguas. Was studying in London last year. And estaba estudiando en Londres el año pasado. Yo estaba trabajando como maestro when I first met your mother, cuando conocí a tu mamá. We were, nosotros estábamos nadando, we were swimming while you were playing volleyball, mientras tú estabas jugando voleibol. While you were playing volleyball. Okay? So we got also another practice here in the negative form, okay? Negative or positive or question. So according to this one, if we see the question mark, we know that this is a question. Si vemos el signo de interrogación, ya sabemos que es una pregunta. Entonces, ¿cómo se empieza la pregunta? Were they taking the exam? Okay, remember that we use the same rules that we have, okay? Nosotros utilizamos la misma regla that when we were learning the present continuous, que cuando estábamos aprendiendo el presente progresivo, ¿verdad? Remember that we said that if the verb ends in E, si el verbo termina en E, we have to cut down the E and change to ing y lo cambiamos por ing, ¿verdad? When was she working there? When was he working there? ¿Cuándo estaba él trabajando ahí, verdad? When was he working there? Number 3. Were you making the same rule, making dinner? Were you making dinner? ¿Estabas tú haciendo la cena? Were you making dinner? The same happened here. Were you making dinner? Another question. Otra pregunta número 4. Were they drinking coffee when you arrived? Cuando llegaste. Were they drinking coffee when you arrived? Cuando llegaste. When were we sleeping? When were we sleeping? ¿Cuándo estábamos durmiendo? When were we sleeping? ¿Cuándo estábamos durmiendo? Ah, we got a normal sentence. Ahora tenemos una oración normal. They were studying last night. They were studying last night. Ellos estaban estudiando anoche, last night, okay? So we got we were talking when the accident happened. We were talking when the accident happened. Nosotros estábamos hablando cuando pasó el accidente. He was not exercising enough. He was not exercising enough. Él no se estaba ejercitando lo suficiente. He was not exercising enough. It's another question. Was I talking too much? Talking too much. ¿Estaba yo hablando mucho? Was I talking too much? And the question mark at the end. Was I talking too much? Number 10. It was not snowing. No estaba nevando. It was not snowing. Okay. So this is a negative form, a positive, and question mark form. Also, we got here another one. But then I'm going to continue with the WH question because the time is almost over. I have 5 minutes and I'm going to finish. WH question, past continuous. Okay. We got the WH question, past continuous. And this is when we use, for example, who, what, when, where, why, and how. Okay. In plural or singular. Okay. Doesn't matter. We got who was I reading? What were you speaking? Where was she cooking? And then the interrogative form. Okay. Then the ing, and this is the structure. For example, we got here example. Where was he go? Where was he going? Where were they flying to? Where were they flying to? How were your children getting along? Okay, those are some examples when we have the WH question, who, what, when, where, why, and how in the past continuous, okay? So we got, for example, here, who, and then we got was I. Remember that when we use I, we use was, okay? Who was I reading? And then at the end, we got the question mark, okay? So also we got, for example, what were you speaking? What were you speaking? Or when were you speaking? Or where were you speaking? Okay, and so on. We got then, why was he eating? Or why was she cooking? So we know that, for example, with he, she, and it, we use was. With you, we use were. And with you, we, and they, we use were too, okay? So then we got here the ing form, okay? The ing form and the interrogative form at the end, okay? That it means that this is a question. So the only thing here that changed in the past continuous in this form is that we use the WH question, who, what, when, where, why, and how. Okay? So we had examples. Where was he going? Where were they flying to? How were your children getting along? Why were the buses, running late? What was your cat eating? What was the policeman telling us? What instruments were those musicians playing? Where were the children hiding? How was your new car working? Okay. Then, if you see in the examples that we have in the practice, then we have, for example, the number 2 is the case of when we use a WH question. For example, we say, when was he working there? Okay. Also, we got another case in the number 5 where we have when. When were we sleeping? Another example here. Okay, we don't have more examples, but here we got some examples. For example, how? How were they feeling? How were they feeling? Okay, how were they feeling? Huh? How were they feeling? We use how, that is WH question, okay? Also, we got, in this case, number 13. Where was I staying? Where was I staying? And the question mark at the end, remember, okay? We use the question mark at the end that this means that this is a question, okay? A question. We also have the why here. Why? ¿Por qué? Why was he studying on a Saturday night? EST, okay. Then at the end, the question mark, okay. Why? ¿Por qué? Why was he studying on Saturday night? ¿Por qué estaba él estudiando en la noche, el sábado? Okay, so then we got there. Also, we got here some examples. May past continuous WH question. Okay, the same that we were talking before. Okay, we got, for example, here where were you going? Where were you going? We say, where were you going? We use where, ¿dónde, verdad? ¿Dónde estábamos? ¿Dónde fuiste? ¿Dónde estabas yendo? ¿Dónde estuviste yendo? Pues puede ser así también. What were you doing? ¿Qué estabas haciendo? What were you doing? What were you doing? ¿Qué estabas haciendo? What were you doing? ¿Qué estabas haciendo? Okay. Or maybe you can say, who were you meeting? Who were you meeting? Who were you meeting? ¿Con quién te estabas reuniendo o a quién estabas conociendo? What was Lucy waiting? What was Lucy waiting? Okay. What were you eating? What were you eating? ¿Qué estabas comiendo? What were you eating? What were you drinking? What were you drinking? Or we have why was Lucy smoking? Why was Lucy smoking? ¿Por qué Lucy estaba fumando? Who were you talking? Who were you talking to? ¿Con quién estabas hablando? Who were you talking to? ¿Con quién estabas hablando? What were you carrying? What were you carrying? ¿Qué estabas llevando o cargando? How was Lucy feeling? How was Lucy feeling? Okay, and that's it. Okay, so I guess that's it. That's all for this class. Okay, I'm gonna finish my class and then see you next class that is going to be next Saturday. Okay, so bye.